Hey everybody, we're back with Solar 2, and I want to give you a few tips and tricks and well, basically I also figured out the whole mission part of this game, and that will be the main focus. But first let me go into the fact that I currently am a black hole. I'll just, for the sake of talking, assume you haven't watched my previous movie, but if you did, excuse me for doing so. If you didn't, this is Solar 2. In Solar 2 you start as a humble asteroid and you eventually turn into a planet. If you're a planet long enough and gather enough asteroids, you'll turn into a star. If you become a star, you can have planets orbiting around your star, and if you gather asteroids with the planets surrounding your star, then you'll be able to grow those planets and absorb them into your star and grow your star, which really sounds more complicated than it is. Eventually you'll want to have one or more stars, and your star will grow into from a small star into a medium star, from a medium star into a large star. Beyond the large star there's a neutron star, and if you gain enough mass, eventually you'll turn into a black hole. And that's what my screen looks now looks like right now. This also gives me a moment to say sorry, I'm not a native English speaker. I'm doing my best. I'll muck up eventually, and sorry. That's all. If you hate spoilers, first, well, I'm going to give the spoilers anyway. Sorry. And I just died. Well, that's fairly interesting, but not planned. The whole reason that I'm currently in a black hole is because I'm trying to have a fresh map again, because I'm really stumped at the way this map works. If you're in the star or planet level, you'll notice that you can that eventually, if you go far enough to the left or to the right, or pick a direction, any direction, eventually it will give the same options for your for the available missions, but the arrow will suddenly jump. So for example, if I'm going down and I have a mission arrow pointing above me, and eventually it will just flip over and I'm quite near to it. So I don't know the entire scale of the universe and the way it's designed and implemented right now, but it's sufficiently large and random enough that you can move around and see all sorts of interesting stuff. But I noticed that because you have the ability to at any given time respawn into something else, eventually you'll, well, this is one of the reasons, but if you happen to have a black hole and you if you swap back to being a star, the original black hole will still be on the map. So if you respawn near to it, you'll kind of die. which is interesting, but I don't know if there is any other way. At least I didn't find it in the menu to reset the map, because I wanted to reset it to this stage to show you a few things, and so I don't know if the black holes that were on the map will how long they'll stay on the map. So that's why I wanted to take the safe road and grow the black hole large enough for it to crunch the universe, and then I know for sure that it's a fresh universe. Nevertheless, I'm currently a asteroid anyway, so I might as well keep rattling on and try and show what I wanted to show, which is the missions. And in my previous movie I went into the mission progress menu, and this was all gray, and I had 0 mission progress, and I couldn't quite work out what all the icons were supposed to be doing or teaching you. And I think I sort of figured it out. There are obviously 3 main branches. There's the asteroid level, there's the planet level, and there's the star level. So obviously if you're on the asteroid point, as I'm right now, I'll only have the markers doing the missions for the asteroid level, and it probably works out something like the attack symbol or the missile symbol on the top right, where I'm going right now, will probably mean something with aliens. And it's called "Don't Die When I Spawn Missiles." Yeah. Okay, that didn't really work quite well. And it's obviously not how it's supposed to be played, but my assumption was correct in the fact that it had something with missiles, and I think it implies that to finish the fun and games mission, I need to do the missile thing in 2 different difficulties, and something with asteroids going into a planet. I actually did the star mission called Duel, and it was in fact going to the same icon twice to start some mission involving that. I'm not going to give a huge spoiler on it, but and eventually I finished that, so give me a bit of an understanding on how this is supposed to be done. I'll actually try and do one seriously-ish, so assuming it's a bit safer to have some extra mass, so I don't get one-shotted. I'll still die, but we'll see what happens. It's actually not that easy, all the available missions, and oh, that is a fun one. And I actually tried this one a few times and I got really stuck on it. This is my 3rd dinosaur encounter thingy. Or second, not too sure. Probably the second. I've done it for the 6th time now. Stop going that far, that quick. No, stop. Just stop. Eeh. That works. So it's a long way back, I suppose. We have to hit dark matter asteroid into the center sun, which will fail. Oh dear. Oh well. I haven't said I'm good at it. I haven't said I'm great at it. I said I'd try. Gobble up some things. Okay, so I don't want to turn into a planet. 1 or 2 more asteroids and I'll flip into a planet. Oh dear. I'll do a planet mission instead. Let's see where that takes us. He didn't see that, right? No, he didn't. So this solar system sculpture is over 150 trillion years old. It's a divine example of cosmological. Oh, okay. So it's definitely going to be an example of neo-cosmological design. Cosmological. Interesting word. Okay. That's kind of big. Clear all the dirty asteroid moons. So do you need to clear the asteroids from the moons, or clear the moons as well? We'll start with just the asteroids. Which is harder as it looks. That was it. So it's a priceless piece restored to perfection. The eyes of many will thank you. You're welcome. To see if the circle icon is equally brilliant. A cute kitty star system. But are they really? You have a choice. Destroy the planets or run away. I don't think it wants me to run away that much. So, should be a reasonably good strategy for this. Like, first gather life on your planet and have your fighters go in. And obviously I don't have any fighters right now, so I'm going to die. Yes, I'm going to die. Oh well. Going to quickly try one more mission, and well, actually I'm going to respawn into small star first, medium star, excuse me, and do one of the medium star missions. I think I've done something with a swipe card planet earlier, and I had to drag it to the security center, so that swipe card planet has given us access to the security center that we will need those passwords and instructions to get any further. Okay. So I need to steal 3 planets from... So where do I steal the planets from? Oh dear. Oh, they all have some sort of security mainframe. Well, that was brisk too much damage done. Steal planet. Oh. Had too much speed. And the latter one was just stupid. Okay. Let's see if this battering tool will help. I did bump it out of orbit, but getting myself killed in the progress apparently isn't that great, so I'll probably have to actually focus a bit more. It's a bit challenging, both trying to talk you guys through it and actually doing it. And well, yeah, it's a bit hard to say, but I think that this game actually is better if you just let it happen and relax while you're doing it. I mean, for some of the missions you'll probably need to do a whole lot at the same time anyway, or keep at least watching a lot of stuff happening at the same time. It's a strange balance between between it just being nice and relaxed enough and really fast-paced stuff going on. Yoink. Or to put it in another word, it's really easy to go too fast and slam into stuff. Okay. But yeah, it's the mood of the game. It really is split into an asteroid, a planet, and a star phase. I'm going to quickly respawn into the planet system that I ended up with yesterday. Basic respawns, no. Saved systems, obviously. This is what happened. Boink. I actually managed to get pretty far into this. The only thing that happened before I saved it as this is I got a bit bored and started doing the missions and lost a lot of mass on a few planets, suns actually, excuse me. The planets come and go. They're really I mean, by the time you get this big, you just want to grow all the stars as fast as possible, and sometimes sacrifices have to be made. It's a bit sad seeing a populated planet just disappear. Oh dear. But it's easy to get used to not really care about your planets, but that's just up to a certain point, because right now the total gravitational field of all the stars is really huge. You'll see them. You'll see all the asteroids really pick up speed as soon as they reach the inner circles, or the inner orbit circles, so to speak. And it's really hard if you have a big constellation of several suns, several stars, and just a couple of planets, because the planets will be on one side, and it's just a huge gravity well flying around in the form of all the stars, and it's really hard picking up asteroids to the planets. I hope it makes some sense. I also found a few keys that are quite interesting. If you hit the tilde button, you'll get something about frames per second and updates and all sorts of nice variable counts. It's on 30 frames per second right now due to fraps, so just out of reference. And there are more buttons. If you hit the O key on the PC version, you'll get this grid, which is quite convenient, but it also has its ups and downs, because you can really see you can see really how everything works. But you can, as shown in this example, you can also pick up other star systems before they are on screen. So obviously there's a big system here. Yeah. So without this, I'll probably had run into it more easy. So it has its ups and downs, but you can you can really visualize it more easy in the sense of that you also see the asteroids surrounding your planet, so you'll have a quick reference to notice if and when you need to absorb all the asteroid fragments into the planets. So now if I just glance at it, I see at least 5 stars excuse me, 5 planets have asteroids surrounding them. So 6, 7 by now, and okay, I'll hit the L or the control key to have all the planets absorb the asteroids. So it's quite nifty in that regard, but it feels a bit cheaty. There's another interesting button. I'm going to turn this off first because else it will be really dramatic. I think it was the U key. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, there we go. It's the P key, and this pretty much shows factors, probably. Oh, that's kind of nifty. You can see the heading of each of the AI unit, as well as just see the asteroids. It's a bit too much having the asteroids and the AI together, but not entirely sure if this is useful. It's probably just debug information for the developer, but it's at least interesting to see for a minute. Just trying to remember if I found any other buttons, but I'm not too sure. There's also a bunch of physics options, and they unlock as you go. So I don't know what I did to deserve the life build time multiplier factor as something that was unlocked, but apparently it unlocked. So there's gravity factor, quite bunch of interesting stuff, extra turrets. Okay. Oh, and out of reference. I got this and Flying Blind since the last one. Since, well, the other movie where I showed a glance at the achievements. And the black hole one is quite interesting because you can toggle the interface on and off, and without interface you'll just run into stuff accidentally, because now I have a vague idea where the missions start, but I can if I have the interface off, I can just accidentally run over something. And guessing it just start. think I did run over something. Where did it go? I'm trying to figure out if speed has something to do with it. I'm pretty sure you can run into stuff you don't want if you don't have the interface on. Like, that's pretty big. Okay. So was under the impression that my star system was getting quite reasonably large, and then this shows up. That's not great. I want to be that big, but keep in mind that the more stars you have, the longer it's going to take for each and every one to grow into a larger star. So I'm going to glance at each and every one of them for a sec, and if you happen to have looked in the top left corner for a few seconds, and you'd see that it's going to take quite a while for each large star to reach a neutron star. On the bright side, by the time I have each and every star a neutron star, and one of them does flip over into black hole, there will be lots and lots of mass already available, really nearby. But I realize that this is already going to take quite a while, because I've been playing it quite a while. And I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but it's sometimes a bit daunting, to say the least. Especially if you've been doing this for a few hours and then suddenly a really big system flies by, like just a minute ago. But I'm not going to be put down by that. I'm just going to grow this a bit further. And actually what happened last night was I got a bit bored with just foraging, just grinding, and I started doing a few missions, and I lost a lot of mass that way, so I'm just going to do another mission now, just for the sake of it being on YouTube anyway. What do I need to do with this planet? Oh, okay, that's that. Protect it. I'll try. And halfway in. Please don't muck up. I actually made it. So I think that's a good time as any to wrap this up. And say thank you for watching, and see you next time.